Hello students, welcome to RD Chemistry. In this video, I'll explain physical properties of haloalkanes. There are two physical properties we are going to study. One is the solubility, other one is the boiling point and the melting point. Now, what do you mean by solubility? Solubility means given haloalkane should be dissolved in the water. Water formula is the H2O, correct? Between water molecules, we have got the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, right? Now, if I take the alkyl halide or haloalkane RX, halogen is electronegative, and the remaining part, alkyl part, is the electropositivities. Correct? That carbon carrying positive charge and the halogen carries the negative charge. There it is a polar molecule. Correct? Now, if I take the neighboring alkyl halides, so there is an attraction between the electronegative halogen and the electropositive carbon atom. So these kind of interactions called as the dipole-dipole interactions. Dipole-dipole interactions. In case of water molecule, there is a hydrogen bonding between the two molecules. Okay. The extent of dipole-dipole interactions are weaker compared to the hydrogen bonding. So hydrogen bonding is stronger interaction compared to dipole-dipole interaction. Now what will happen when you mix the two? So what will happen when you mix the two? The dipole-dipole interaction should break. Hydrogen bond also should break. But the problem is that these are not broken easily. Moreover, there is no hydrogen bonding between the haloalkane and the water molecule when they are mixed together. So therefore, solubility is very low, or they are almost insoluble when they try to dissolve in water. Therefore, in order for a haloalkane to dissolve in water, energy is required to overcome attraction between the haloalkane molecules and to break the bonding between the water molecule, that is the hydrogen bonding. Okay. Or in other words, there is no intermolecular hydrogen bonding between haloalkane and water molecule. Therefore, solubility is very low, or they are insoluble in water. Okay. So that's why haloalkane are not easily soluble in water. The second physical property is the melting point and the boiling point. Now it compare with the hydrocarbons. The boiling point of haloalkanes are considerably higher than those of the hydrocarbons of comparable molar mass. Let me take carbon halogen bond. Halogen is more electronegative, carbon is electropositive. So the neighboring molecules are attracted through the dipole-dipole interaction. So there is a dipole-dipole interaction, correct? Let me consider hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon, I say there is a carbon hydrogen bond. There is a carbon hydrogen bond. But on carbon hydrogen bond, there is no polarity. There is no plus and minus partial charge separation. Therefore, there is no dipole-dipole interaction. Simply a van der Waals force of attraction exists. Okay. Remember, dipole-dipole interactions are very much greater compared to those of the interaction between the hydrocarbons. If I take a carbon hydrogen in the hydrocarbon replaced by carbon bromine, let the alkane be the same, hydrogen replaced by the bromine. Whose molecular mass is more? The molar mass of haloalkane is more compared to the simple alkane or the hydrocarbon. Okay. So due to greater polarity as well as the higher molar mass compared to the parent hydrocarbon, intermolecular forces of attraction, that is a dipole-dipole interaction, also the simple attraction van der Waals interactions, are stronger in case of halogen derivatives compared to that of the hydrocarbons or the alkanes. Suppose I take same alkyl group, let R be same everywhere, only change the halogen. Here it is iodine, bromine, chlorine and fluorine here, correct? So here molar mass is very high, here molar mass is less comparatively, correct? As the molar mass increases, the van der Waals attraction also increases. When the van der Waals attraction increases, the boiling point also increases. Okay. So let me tell the statement about this. the boiling point of alkyl halide with Ri is greater compared to Rbr, compared to RCl, compared to Rf, correct? This is because with the increase in the size and the mass of the halogen atom, magnitude of van der Waals force of attraction increases. When the attraction increases, boiling point also increases. Okay. Now consider boiling points of the isomeric haloalkanes. Let me take the 4 carbon atom. Let me write the butyl chloride CH2, CH2 and CH2, 4 carbon atom and chlorine here. This is N-butyl chloride. Then I'll go for the branching now. So CH3, CH2, then CH, then let me write Cl here on the second carbon atom, then it is CH3. Next one. Let me write a tertiary butyl chloride Cl, then remain here CH3 to the same carbon atom. Correct? Same carbon atom. This is the linear chain. Here there is slight branching. Here branching increases like this. Correct? So let us see the boiling point. Boiling points are approximately 375 Kelvin for the first one, and for the second one 364 Kelvin, and for the third one it is around 346 Kelvin. Clear? Now see here, as branch increases, the boiling point goes on decreases, right? Clear? As I said, as the branch increases, the boiling point goes on decreases. Now what is the reason? Suppose there is a linear chain, first molecule, second molecule, third molecule. So there is an attraction between the molecules, correct? Throughout the length, throughout the chain, there is an interaction between the molecules. So linear the chain, more is the attraction. Suppose it becomes the branch one, it is almost spherical in shape. Whenever there is a spherical shape, now there is interaction only at this region, correct? There are no interaction here, much interaction between the two molecules if I consider. Therefore, as the branch increases, it attains a spherical shape. Whenever there is a spherical shape, interaction between the two molecules decreases compared to the linear molecule. So, linear molecules, more boiling point, spherical molecules, lesser boiling point. Okay, so remember, as the branch increases, boiling point decreases for isomeric haloalkanes. Now consider boiling points of isomeric dihalobenzenes, haloarenes. Okay, we have taken ortho compound, meta compound, and para dichlorobenzene. See the boiling point now. Okay, boiling point. See, they are almost closer to each other. 453, 446, 448. Here it is almost equal to each other. They take the melting point 256, 249 and 323. Here melting point of para isomer is more compared to that of the ortho and the para. Clear? Boiling points of isomeric dihalobenzenes are nearly the same. Now what is the reason? The para isomer has a high melting point compared to the ortho and the para isomer. This is due to symmetry of para isomer that fits in the crystal's lattice better than the ortho and the para isomers. Remember, whenever there is a para compound, para dichlorobenzene, correct? So there is a perfect symmetry. Now, because of perfect symmetry, it can be placed easily in the crystal lattices better compared to the ortho and the para isomers. So in this video, we have studied the solubility, melting point and the boiling point of the haloalkanes. Like the videos, share the videos and please do subscribe RD Chemistry and support me. Thank you for watching.